anyway.
Yeah.
We used to not start until after Labor Day.
I know.
So,
but we take more breaks, and it breaks it up a little bit more. So that's
well, and there is that. And I will say this: I know somebody made the comment on there. Well, we have to start earlier because you have to have so many days in for that standardized testing.
You do.
And I'm not a fan of standardized testing. I don't think it shows anything anyway. But that's my personal opinion.
You're not alone on the night.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, you can't test every single kid the same way.
Oh, everybody's unique. We know that in everything we do. Everyone's unique. I know. That's exactly right. So, everybody's an individual. Everybody, and we know that in in everything we do. So, but it is what it is. But anyway, on this, they are saying, like, if you have breathing problems or I guess extreme like asthma, allergies, to just not to be outside. Avoid the outside. So, get to your car as fast. And then they say, like, they've even like gave instructions, like in your car, like, a lot of times you'll put your vent on. They're saying not to have your vent on, to go like with the air conditioning and not have that vent circulating. So have you heard all that? I mean, it's like
I have heard that.
I do everything. I'm trying to do my checklist.
I mean, I did have the Jeep top down yesterday driving.
I saw you've been.
Listen, I don't have a lot of sunshine warm days, so I am going to be.
I even saw someone on social media say, Canada, get it together.
Yes.
And I'm like, they're not doing this purposely. I mean, this is the worst fire.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody wants to have fires.
I think they're really, like, trying to avoid this. I don't think this is something they're like, gee, let's do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're, they're battling themselves. They've got enough going on.
Oh, yeah.
And it's coming over here to us. But it's crazy to look at, like, what are you looking?
I don't know.
You are checking me out over here.
I am. It's the sparkle. I love the sparkle.
I was like, what are you doing,
woman? What are you looking at? You're so sparkly.
I'm over here.
Sparkly.
I'm just trying to drink my coffee and talk. Okay.
I'm mesmerized by the sparkles and the dangles.
Show. I'm always a show over here, okay? Always something to watch out. Anyway, watch at.
Something to watch at.
Anyway, so going back to the haze, I wonder if we get some rain, which we're supposed to be getting some rain.
We're supposed to get a lot of storms today.
I wonder if that will clean the air, you know what I mean? Clean some of that out, because it's always, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Right? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
No, really, there is a difference in the air quality after the rain. It's usually fresher. It's usually a little more crisp.
We're hoping.
Yeah. And
I hope it gets all of it away.
I do too.
And I'm hoping for Canada's sake, maybe the rain puts out the wildfires.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
But I guess we're having some over in Washington as well.
Yeah.
So, it's wildfire season.
Yeah. Have you seen, like, the photos from New York? It's like, almost like, it's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
How hazy and how...
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, smoke penetrates a lot of things. I mean, that's a lot of times, even if you have a house fire and you get the house, like the fire itself out and the house isn't destroyed, the smoke will destroy things.
You know how I feel about smoke in my hair.
Yeah.
I do not do well.
I hate smoke.
I don't like smoke in my hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
I don't want to have to rewash my hair.
Okay. I only wash it once a week anyway.
No, I'm not quite that bad, but I don't like to have to, you freshly washed and styled and everything, and then it's like, then smoke gets in it. It's like, no. But anyway, so I think we just need to just pray for them and pray for a speedy smoke-free area over there. Yeah. So, but please, everyone, we're not making light of it. We're not complaining, just explaining. Please be careful out there. And I do think I can't tell what's going on with me. The allergies are really bad right now.
Well, the smoke is messing up allergies.
I think so too.
Like
I think it's like a double-decker.
People are saying that the smoke is causing a lot of allergy problems, asthmatic problems. Yeah. Like, smoke is not healthy. It's not clean air. So anytime you put unclean air in your body, it's not good.
Not good. Toxins.
It's very toxic.
My plants are working overtime.
I'm gonna put that snake plant right by my desk.
You better. I'm gonna sleep with this snake plant.
Move over, Greg. Gotta put my snake plant in bed.
Put the plant between us. Something's come between us, honey. But I care about my clean air.
But in all honesty, this is where those, like those plants that naturally filtrate out.
I know that, and they are the snake plants. I've always thought the spider plants.
Those do as well. I believe.
I know they do, but but snake plants are coming in very strong, you know. I've learned, Autumn.
Yeah. I have one outside, actually. I think I forgot to bring it back in.
Oh, bring it in now.
So it's probably going to be so toxic.
Think of the toxins it's trying to kill out
there. It's like, what are you doing to me?
It's working overtime, Autumn.
There's actually a lot, speaking of air cleaning plants, there are a lot.
Well, spider plants are really good, yes.
And they're NASA approved.
NASA approved?
Yeah. So there you go.
Well, I just think it's very, I want everybody to stay safe, and if you have to be out, you know, try not to be out as long as you.
Yeah, let's minimize your time outside.
There you go.
Aloe vera, if you have an aloe vera plant.
I do.
That's good as well. A queen fern.
Got those.
Yeah. A rubber tree. I think
that
of the
rubber
ant.
tree plant.
Yeah.
Just what makes
course,
that rubber tree
snake plant?
Ant think he can move a rubber tree plant.
Actually, they say that English ivy is air purifying. I hate ivy. I think English ivy actually destroys sidings of homes.
I know, but English ivy is gorgeous when it's done,
pretty,
when it's controlled in a controlled environment.
That's the problem, is getting it controlled. So actually, there's a lot of peace lilies. I know a lot of people have peace lilies. I did not know, but a Gerbera daisy is number 12 on the list. Spider plant is 13. So
I figured spider plant. I always thought spider plant was up there.
Yeah. So I mean, there are a lot of plants that do clean the air.
Yeah, definitely. And those are always good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go pick one up. Walmart's got gobs of them over there.
Bamboo. Look at me, my bamboo plant is
Who
cleaning.
gave you bamboo?
You gave me bamboo,
and it is. Who's taking care of you, Autumn?
Oh no, this bamboo palm. I read that wrong. Sorry.
Well,
darn it. But I do still have bamboo.
Who's taking care of you?
There you go.
Who's caring about your oxygen over there? Who's making sure that Autumn's breathing right?
I am breathing well.
All right, I tell you something that makes us breathe.
My sponsors, yes, yes. Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Po' Boys Barbecue, Dr. Black's Eye Association, Associates Dr. Mindy Gunn.
Yay!
I'm having trouble today. It's because of the
it's
the air quality.
Air quality. We can blame everything on the air quality.
My oxygen's running out. It's running out. So
I need more oxygen all the time.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Today is already the 29th day. Do you realize of June? Isn't that crazy? What goes on, Autumn?
I don't even know we're halfway through the year.
I know, and this is exciting. Okay, so we're going to be kicking off. A lot of people have got. Okay, 4th of July is on Tuesday.
4th of July. It's the 4th of July weekend right now.
Right.
Like now. We celebrate now, Becky. Now.
Da, 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 da,
we are celebrating now. As I'm not in my red, white, and blue, but I'm celebrating.
Let me hit the cymbals. Boom. Okay.
I'm not mad.
Okay, here's the thing. I need to remind everybody that a lot of banks, a lot of your people that have good jobs, okay? People that
those cushy office jobs.
Or cush jobs, those good jobs, okay? My dad always said those were the good jobs.
Yeah.
We'll be taking off for, I don't know, you need to check with your people before you go anywhere what's going to be open and what's going to be closed. Don't count on the office being open.
Right.
Because a lot of places have gone ahead and they've gave Friday off for the hoe extended till Tuesday.
Oh, that is nice.
Yes, not here.
I'm not that nice.
No, we're not.
We are taking off Monday though,
okay.
So we are off Monday and Tuesday.
Okay. Well, I just want to remind everybody. So for people that are wanting to, to do stuff or counting on,
they're giving them a long weekend.
Well, it's truth, and so you just need to be prepared if there's something you need to do, and
don't be mad at people spending time with their families.
Oh no, you know what I mean? Yeah. We don't have that kind of job, Autumn. Okay?
No. I mean, even though the office may be closed, I'll still get phone calls. And that's okay.
You'll be working.
That's okay. I was working at 8 o'clock last night. Yeah. And that's okay. I'm not mad.
That's right.
I know where my bread and butter comes from.
That's right. Well, and you love what you do.
I do.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same
way. It makes a difference.
Yeah. So, anyway, so just reminding people of that.
Yes.
So the Friday, let's say it kicks off a lot of places. Not all places. I'm just saying you might want to check.
Some may. Check your bank hours. Check your doctor's office.
Yeah, doctor's office, whatever, lawyer. Whatever.
Floor guy. I mean, landscaper.
Paint person.
Actually, in all honesty, it's not safe for them to even be outside right now.
No.
So I hope they are,
Right. Doing inside landscaping instead of outside landscaping.
I have a Zen garden.
I got one of those.
Can somebody come?
It's supposed to, like, you rake
yeah,
it. It's supposed to be like, like de-stress.
Somebody come landscape my Zen garden.
Yeah, do note to self, don't put one of those inside. So anyway, okay, so that's just food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then let's go back. Okay, so Monday, actually, what are you seeing over there?
I'm not, it's fine.
Okay.
We're moving on.
There's a lot going on.
There is.
Then Monday, okay, is the big celebration at Pekin. Okay,
yes.
I want to talk about that.
Let's do this.
This segue, I'm circling the wagon, but I'm getting now to the,
yes, the Pekin Betterment Society has
worked so hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so Monday they'll be kicking off. Okay, there'll be like rides and there'll be food vendors, all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, then the fireworks. Okay, first of all, then they have the Jukebox Heroes. Jukebox Heroes. Which Autumn and I, before that, will be opening up for them.
Yes. I'm a fan.
I'm going to call Taylor and tell her, so what time did you want Autumn and I to be there?
Yes. Listen, I play instruments.
Hey, I wear red, white, and blue.
There
you know what I mean? I will be, you know what I mean? I've got an outfit that I could just, we could have so much fun.
I do.
You know what I mean? And anyway, so we haven't got the call yet, but I'm sure they're
we're on their list.
I'm sure.
We're on their list, Becky.
It's on their to-do list.
Yes.
So anyway, that's going to be happening. Jukebox Heroes. This is like timed out. They've worked so hard. And we know, okay, anybody that's had an event, even if you've hosted a birthday party, whatever you've done, you have to have like timing. So there's a lot of timing that goes involved in this.
193 years, they have it down.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
then at 10 o'clock, the Jukebox Heroes will be done. Then you'll go right into the fireworks.
I love that.
It's like, you talk about orchestra. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You talk about timing. You know what I mean?
And those are nice fireworks.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a fun time. Then go to bed after the fireworks.
Yes, go to bed.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
We're telling people what to do.
Then wake up.
It's time to go to bed. Okay.
I got my kids out 100 times last night. They slept. They did not go to bed on time.
As moms, we say it's bedtime. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All good. I always said all good bonzos are in bed. So
yes.
You got to be a good bonzo. Yeah. The goals that my girls have.
Because you have to get up in the morning to go to the parade.
Exactly, which starts at 10 a.m.
Yeah, but you have to get there like 8:30 for a good seat.
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
So just take your donuts and milk, eat right there by the road.
Donuts and milk, you got it, girl. That's exactly right.
You gotta be there by 8:30.
Yeah.
So I'm that person. I do backup. Like if I gotta be there at 8:30, I gotta wake up at 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go.
So it will be actually there broadcasting live.
Fun.
It's so much fun. See the parade and everything. So it's going to be fun. And then after that, of course, then the festivities continue.
Yes.
And there's always so much going on. They'll be like doing dollars for scholars. There'll be other entertainment.
Well, you have the 4th of July Queen contest, the Prince and Princess,
the baby contest.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. And then, of course, the wonderful food.
Yeah.
Okay, yum. And they have actually, Taylor said they've worked really hard. They've got some really cool rides. So this is going to be, and that right there, bringing that to town is a lot.
Yeah.
Bringing good rides. It's hard to find rides.
It is.
You know what I mean? That's not an easy task.
No.
They've hurdled a lot. You know what I mean? And it's going to be wonderful. So
I can't wait.
I think so. It's fantastic. And going back a little bit of the history, years ago, people would ride in.
Let me hitch up my wagon.
Well, you go back and you think about, I think as a mom, the role. Okay, do you realize how many, we figured that a mom just couldn't sleep because she would have to get up to fry that chicken. Think of, first of all, you'd have to wring that chicken's neck. Let's go back years ago, right?
There's a reason I didn't live in Pioneer.
Okay, hang on.
It's a lot of work.
I've done this. I did this one time. This has to be a play-by-play. Let's say ring into the chicken neck at 2 a.m. Getting the chicken plucked, okay?
Yeah.
Then, right? Then you start frying that chicken. Okay?
Well, then you have to cut it in half. You have to actually
chop,
butcher it.
Then you're frying that chicken, okay? Then you're getting that chicken in the basket. Then you got to make your potato salad, right? I'm sure there's potato salad, right? Or some kind of spud.
I don't know.
A spud would be somewhere.
I'm sure they had side dishes.
Well, you'd have to have, something, right? Okay.
Mashed potatoes.
Well, okay. But you're not going to keep them warm. Okay, maybe cold potatoes. By the time you're talking about packing a picnic.
Yeah, but I'm thinking.
Oh, I know. Hang on.
They didn't have refrigeration back then, so
No.
they probably had a lot of room temperature stuff.
Well,
I mean,
you don't think there's potato salad? You had to have potato salad.
I don't know if they have mayonnaise.
What about slaw? Well, okay.
Well, yeah, slaw because they probably had the vinegar-based slaw.
There you go. Okay, so they made their slaw. Okay,
had
so
the slaw.
All right, so let's
had to go pluck that cabbage out of the field.
Pull up those tomatoes, turnips. They pulled up a turnip and they pulled up a carrot. Turnips and carrots in this picnic basket.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
I'm Googling Pioneer picnic.
And then hang on. Then you got to rouse the kids. And the kids, if they're boys, I'm sorry, I'm stereotyping, but if they're boys, they have no intention of getting out of bed.
I don't know about that. It depends on the age.
You think the boys get out of bed before the girls?
My boy is up before my girl, yes.
Is that right?
Nicholas he was born at 5:24 a.m. and he is a morning person just like his dad.
I love that.
No, he is 7 o'clock.
So I will not say that. So just but I know getting the kids out of bed, right?
Yeah.
Because they have to leave early, right? And so here you are, you're putting your picnic basket in the wagon. Okay, you got to hitch up the horses, right?
Yeah.
You got to make sure your wheels are clean, right?
Well,
did your husband hose off? Did he clean the wheels?
He's doing that. He's doing that morning while you're killing the chicken.
Okay.
Dad's up too. I'm sorry. He's not a.
Yeah.
He's.
Here's my motto: if I'm up, you're up.
Yeah. I mean, he's up too.
Yeah, that's right. Dad's doing his part.
He's doing his part. He's getting the horses ready.
He's getting them fed and getting plenty of water and getting the horses hydrated.
There was a pie. Could you imagine having to make that pie?
No.
Pie crust.
Well, I forgot about the pie.
You got to have a pie.
You know they rolled that pie crust out, okay? Fresh eggs from those chickens. You know.
Oh, corn on the cob probably was a side.
Have mercy. You know it.
Probably, I mean, very simple. They did corn on the cob, probably some
fried chicken and, have mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I would be happy. So then, not to mention, hang on, can you imagine being that pioneer woman and you're a mile down the road, like a mile already down the road, and all of a sudden you forgot something at home?
Oh, I'd be like, it's gone now.
I know. I know. I forgot my picnic blanket, right?
You'd be like, you're sitting on the grass.
I mean, I bet she had the picnic blanket. I bet she had that packed the night before.
Probably.
I mean, you pack your wagon the night before.
It'd be easier.
Yeah.
I mean.
So then, here you arrive, okay? So you arrive in Pekin, on the Pekin grounds. This is truth. This is how they used to do it, okay? They would bring picnic baskets and have picnic on the grounds at Pekin. This is how it started.
Right.
So this is like
you were responsible for your own food.
Yeah, absolutely. But you better bring extra because you know there's going to be somebody wandering over on your blanket.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Probably apples. So this is true. So a lot of times what people would do, because, they didn't have means to, carry, you didn't have pitchers of tea and things like that, but they would do, fruits with juice for a drink.
There you go.
So they probably had, oranges and apples, pears.
Would they have access to that, you think, back there?
Probably apples. Probably not oranges.
No, apples.
Oranges were only special for Christmas.
Right, I know.
But apples, pears, watermelon probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those hot cucumbers.
Yeah.
So they would do a lot of those for liquid.
Yeah. So you bring all that, you have your picnic and celebration, and then it was all about starting it. It was all about the visiting, getting people. It's like
that's your socializing.
You haven't seen. And so with that, keeping with that tradition, no, we're not bringing the wagons. We're not, we're not fixing the fried chicken. I mean, I just think you got to give. I mean, that right there meant a lot to people to go through that. That's what I'm trying. The whole part of the story is look at the measures that people went to come together and how important that was. And that's what I feel like the core of that is.
Yeah. Well, and if you think about it, it was a whole event that they would plan a few days to get ready for, to even.
Well, I would say,
to do that, but they, it's not like they just hopped in their car and drove 5 minutes down the road to see their friend.
Yeah.
So this was a big social event.
Yeah, coming from all around.
Yeah.
To this one event, and then there in that Pekin Park, right where we were, when you're there, it's kind of cool to think about that.
Yeah.
There would be blankets there, and people would be picnicking.
Probably not as many playgrounds, but
no, they got a beautiful playground.
They do.
They are
they really do.
Love their playground. Their playground is fantastic.
It's nice.
So no, they didn't have that, but you also had I just think the measures that people went through. And you didn't have the conveniences that we have now. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool.
They were invested.
Yeah, they were.
It was not just show up, leave 10 minutes later.
Yeah. And I think they would be so happy to know that tradition, it's a little different. I mean, things are different now, of course. But the still having the 4th of July, on the 4th of July, and having the parade on the 4th of July, the fireworks the night before, is still going strong.
I wonder if they have fireworks back then.
I think they kind of did something, you know what I mean? Maybe some corn shocks.
Maybe.
Maybe they lit up some corn shocks. I'm sure. Well, yeah, I think fireworks, go back. You know?
They've been in China since like 1500.
Well, there you go then, yeah.
But I wonder if we had them over here.
Well, they probably, or let off some guns or something,
Probably,
I bet some cannons. Somebody had a cannon, probably.
I bet.
I would...
Hey,
Somebody cue the cannon. It's time.
Get ready.
Ooh, misfired, sorry. Wrong lever.
Casualty.
Hang on, name that movie. Wrong lever.
It's a movie, Becky. I don't know.
Oh, come on. Autumn Scott Hall. Come on. Oh, come on. Anyway.
It's a movie. I don't know. What movie is it?
Emperor's New Groove. Wrong lever. Oh, come on. Autumn Scott Hall. We've got to do movie night with you. Oh, my goodness.
I did finally read Where the Crawdads Sing.
Did you go see the movie? You read it?
No, I read it. I read the book. In that book I was telling you about yesterday, it was called The Peach Keeper.
Oh.
Great book.
Yeah.
Wonderful book.
Yeah. Are you going to reread it?
I might.
Yeah, you need
I might reread it. Yeah. Wonderful book.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm a book reader. You know what? That's my ideal 4th of July. Let me just sit in a hammock, read a book, enjoy the weather. I hear the kids playing in the sprinkler.
Yeah.
Like, can I just relax?
Yeah. Relaxing.
Yeah.
And that's what I hope everybody...
I'm peopled out. Listen, I know 300 years ago we went and we met people. I'm peopled out.
Well,
let me sit in a hammock.
Whoa. They didn't have access to people like we do.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
There 100%. You go. I mean, they didn't have all that social media. They didn't have all that going on.
And let me tell you, social media wears me out. I'm just going to throw it out there. We need to unplug.
Unplug. Look at that. Well, I do hope, no matter what, I hope that anybody that gets time off gets to do what they want to do and get some of that downtime and that just charge your batteries time.
Rest. Relax. We don't rest. We don't slow down.
And, I was reading a bunch of articles the other day talking about that. A lot of times, like, when you finally do rest, when your body finally, like, let's say that you have been going strong and then all of a sudden when you do lay down, put your head on the pillow at night, your body like starts feeling all that, you know what I mean? Because then it's like catching up with you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how to relax. I've realized, like, even when I do like yoga or massages or something, it's like I have to consciously be like, can you please untense your body? Like, this is supposed to be relaxing.
Okay, that's
please
where you
have
to
your body.
You have to train yourself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have to, Jedi mind trick.
Stop being so tense.
No, you have to. You really do. It's true. It's a superpower to just start, to go into that moment. It's not something that can be done like,
Yep.
Yeah, you have to work on it. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right, there we go. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we're on to the 29th day of June. Today is Feast of St. Peter and Paul.
Sometimes I rob Peter to pay Paul.
I know.
What kind of food are we feasting on?
I don't know. It shows all kinds of good... Well, it actually doesn't show anything. It shows a table. I guess whatever you want.
I guess what the feast is a fast.
Autumn, okay, I'm coming over and we're going to have a feast. What are you going to have for me? Ooh, I know what I'm going to fix for you.
I don't know.
Can I start it off?
Yeah, go ahead and start it off.
I'm going to have big turkey legs.
I was kind of thinking some kind of...
Ooh, we need like a big, you know what I mean? What is it? Who is it? King Arthur, or not King, or whatever. What is it? What's the...
King Arthur's Court?
Yes. But what was the one? What's this song? The, King Solomon. He had so many... No, not that one.
That was He Had So Many Wives.
Wait, what's the one that had the wives?
King Solomon had a lot of wives.
I know, but he had so many men. He marched... That's a different song. What's the one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, 8 wives or whatever.
Oh, Henry.
I'm Henry the Eighth. I am Henry the Eighth.
I sing that sometimes in the with my kids.
That thing gets stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a horrible
man. I got
man.
married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before. Okay.
All of them were Henrys.
Henry! I joked.
Not a Willie or a Sam. I love that song.
Okay, so as I'm singing that song, I would be making a big old turkey leg for you.
I love that.
And then I would have, like, big things, like something big.
I'd probably have, like, a ham.
Ooh, a big ham.
I would do a big ham.
Yeah.
Because, we're Gentiles, so we can eat pork. I would have a big ham. I would probably have, like, some, I don't know, like a big salad.
see that show, and they go and they're going away for a night, like a getaway, like for their anniversary, and they get a ham and they go to the hotel and eat a ham. I don't know.
No, I have not seen that. I would probably make you a blackberry pie as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be so
I wouldn't
happy.
eat a ham on my anniversary, but I'd make a ham for dinner.
Oh, I think a turkey leg ham and
yeah,
all of that. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Big old potatoes.
Big
probably
potatoes.
do like roasted potatoes.
Oh, a big potato. Oh,
like
yeah.
a roasted garlic and herb potatoes.
Yeah.
Maybe some asparagus spears.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I may even have Justin, I don't know, smoke a rack of lamb or something.
Oh, I can't do lamb.
I've never eaten it.
Let's have Justin on something else. Let's have him.
But you know, I always think of that as very ritzy, feast-like. The rack of lamb with the ribs. I know you love lambs.
I know.
Becky had a little lamb.
I did, and she did follow me wherever I went. She did. It is
she
true.
She did, Papa. She did.
I would bring her into the radio station, and Dad would be screaming, "Get that lamb out of here!" Bah, bah.
Why do you hate me?
You hate my lamb.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Okay.
A feast.
Yeah.
Justin and I did one time. When we were in Orlando, went to like Arabian Nights.
Yes, I did that too.
And you know, like they didn't the meal they served you, like there were no silverware. You had to eat with your hands.
Right. I think it was like a prime rib thing, like a big piece of roast or meat.
I don't remember now, but I was like, yeah, I'm so glad I live in the era that I live in.
Yeah, me too. All right, so this is also Hug Holiday. I love a good hug.
I do too.
I will take a hug. If somebody wants to hug me, I will hug back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
a fan of a hug.
I love a hug.
I hug my kids, and like I had read that you have to actually hug for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
For benefits.
Yeah.
As far as endorphin relief, things like that. So I do make my kids hug me.
Well, I'll tell you a little. This is. I hope everyone's listening to this. Okay. I heard this, and I think this is what I do. When you are out or something, and a child hugs you, never release.
Right, let them release first. Yes.
And I always do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes I hold them. Sometimes I'm like, your minute's not finished.
That's right.
I mean, my kids, not other people's kids.
No, I know. So. Well, I do mine too. Yeah. Give me a hug.
But yes, and actually, do you know where I heard that from? It was from the lady who played Cinderella. No, lies. Snow White. The Snow White character. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like that was something that she had said in an interview. Absolutely. I never let go first. Yeah. And I thought that was beautiful.
I just want to say, when I was at Disney just like a while ago, Snow White is like the best, the bomb diggity. That chick was all over.
I love that.
I loved it.
It's because she knows what it's like to be abused and mistreated.
She got those little dwarfs always yapping at her. She was glad to see an adult. She was glad to see somebody her size. But I'll be here all day. Okay, so hug a holiday. Hug holiday. Hug. Have you hugged your child today?
Yes.
Did you send them on your way?
I did.
With love. Do you remember that song, Love?
I did.
That
absolutely.
person just like you, they've got feelings too.
Although
with love.
My
Do you remember that commercial?
I don't actually. I'm not sure.
Have you hugged your child today? Did you send them on their way with love? Maybe I just need to make that a public service announcement.
Please love your child.
You need to hug and love. We need what the world needs now is love, sweet love.
I do know that song.
Oh, absolutely.
My child is ready to come home. He is at a camp.
He needs hugs.
And
let's go. You and I pick him up. Let's go hug him.
He messaged me 11:30. He's like, "Can you please come get me tomorrow morning?"
Let's do a group hug. Okay? In front of everybody.
He would not appreciate that.
Well, you know
he would not.
But he'll laff someday. I mean,
he probably won't. He'd be like, "That was awful."
That was awful?
Yeah, he probably would.
Awful good.
You don't know what awful is.
That's right. Awful good.
God love him.
A good Autumn and Becky hug. Yeah. ABC. You can't beat that.
Better than 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Simple as Del Rey. Nice, guys. All these things are stuck in my head. Okay. This is also National Almond Butter Crunch Day. Almond Butter Crunch. Ooh.
I like almond butter. I don't know that I've ever had almond butter crunch.
Oh, yes, you have. Nestle's Crunch. Like an almond. Oh, yeah.
That is Rachel's favorite candy bar.
If you take an almond or a Nestle's Crunch and it melts a little bit and it's like all melty, No, hang on. Listen, and you're not in public, and you got and like your finger.
And you're not in public.
No, no, you can't do this stuff in public. It's like, you know what I mean? You're not in public.
You see what you get here. If you don't like it, don't look.
No, I know. Look away. Look away. You're not going to want to see this, okay? And it's like, no, really. And you open that wrapper, and it's like all melty, and your finger, oh my.
You know what I just had in my head?
It's a banner day.
Have you ever seen Megamind where he's like, don't look at me?
That's right. It's so ugly.
Don't look at me.
I cannot be looked at. Yeah.
I actually do not enjoy milk chocolate. I prefer dark chocolate.
Is that because you want to be healthier? Are you trying
No,
to
I just don't like sweet.
How could you not love milk chocolate?
I'm a dark chocolate fan. Please give me all the Dove dark chocolate. It's my favorite. Now I do love the Dove dark chocolate with caramel. But I'll eat, don't get me wrong, I'll eat milk chocolate. I won't turn down, I've never turned down a milk chocolate, but I prefer dark chocolate.
Well, I'm just telling
you
right
if
now.
I'm going to spend my own money, I'm buying dark chocolate. I'm just saying.
Who else's money are you spending? I'm spending my own money. If people buy me, you know.
If people want to come and buy me chocolate, I'm not mad.
I'd get candy bars. People buy me candy, and I'm like, I'm not even mad about it. You know what I mean?
And I don't love candy. Like that's the thing.
Well,
I don't.
Peanut M&Ms are like my.
But that's chocolate. But I don't like.
Well, I justify it because it's got a good healthy peanut in the middle.
It's protein.
It is protein. I'm telling you right now.
But I don't like the I don't like taffy. I don't like hard candy. I don't like
chow taffy. Oh my goodness. Oh.
And I don't like
Give it all to me.
Starburst. I don't like I'll eat them.
Yeah.
But I don't. I'm not gonna buy them. I won't buy them.
Okay. Not on your dime.
No.
Not on your dime.
Paydays. Why do you even have a candy bar that
love
doesn't have
Payday.
chocolate?
And hang on. Whoa. Payday or something that like I always like. If we go to Holiday World or like go somewhere. Paydays was always my go-to because I could.
It doesn't melt.
It doesn't melt.
Yeah, there is some truth to that.
There's always Paydays. You know what I mean? My girls, and also they're getting some protein with the peanuts again.
Yeah, there is truth in that.
There is. So you know, I always felt good giving them a Payday. You know?
Yeah, and I can see that. I do love Zero bars though. I do. There's no chocolate in a Zero bar, but I will eat me a Zero bar.
A Zero bar and a Diet Coke. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to steer you wrong, people. I could be the food chairman here. I promise you. A Diet Coke and a Zero. It balances out, right?
That's funny.
It's like your yin and your yang, right?
It's great.
Okay, so...
I used to love Little Debbie brownies and Pepsi.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, then they switched to Little Debbie brownies and I'll never buy one again. Sad day for me.
Because you don't like the sprinkles.
No, give me the English walnuts, people. Bring them back.
Bring them back. Bring them back fiercely, too.
I'm very sad about it.
I know. So this is, so almond butter crunch day, which looks delicious. And I could go ham on that. It's real rich, though. You know what I mean? So
I can't handle super sweet.
And that's where you have coffee. That's where the coffee comes into play. Good cup of coffee.
And you know, I don't put sugar in my coffee, so.
No, I don't do anything.
No sugar in my coffee. No sugar in my tea. This is what
ADHD
ADHD
in my coffee. Clouds in my coffee.
That's actually a great song. Oh, I need to put her on my playlist.
I think this song is about to. So it was funny
Carly
because
Simon.
There was a gnat in my coffee the other day. So I was like, gnats in my coffee. Gnats in my coffee. Okay. You got to drink it fast. I'm telling you, if you're outside. Okay, National Bomb Pop Day. Love bomb pops.
I do love a good.
How 4th of July? Now, come on, that screams a 4th of July.
It does. I can't. You're right. You're right. And my kids like bomb pop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
bomb pop day.
That's true.
Bomb Pop Day, and they're the red, white, and blue popsicles.
Have you had the banana chocolate bomb pop?
Yes, I have. Oh yes.
Yes. It's not as good.
No, I like a good old banana with chocolate on it. Oh. Did I tell you about
frozen?
That? Yeah. Did I tell you about that? So, okay, this is the truth, okay? This is the truth. This is nothing but the truth, okay?
The truth, so help me God.
So I go into a place, okay? I'm not going to name the place, okay? And they have got chocolate-covered bananas, okay?
Okay.
Which I'm all about, okay? So for whatever reason, I decided I want one. I want a chocolate-covered banana, okay?
Okay.
So this family and I, okay, and my people... We all come to the door at the same time, okay?
Yes.
So I let them go first, okay?
Oh, that was so nice of you. They got the last ball. They got the last one, didn't they?
They did. I did not get my chocolate.
Did you take them out at the knees?
No. When I heard, okay, so I'm like behind them and they're ordering, and then they said this is the last one. I would
have cried.
I was like,
I would have been like, wait a minute, they cut the line.
Yeah.
Fairline Karen's back. They cut the line.
They cut the line. So I sat there in my little despair. And okay.
That is so sad.
I know. No, it was a sad day. But I kept thinking, I'll be blessed back. Okay, so I get blessings, so I'm okay. She's okay. She didn't need that chocolate covered banana anyway. I go home and I just went home and made some.
That probably was better.
You can make them.
You can, and you could even put like sprinkles or peanuts on them.
You're crazy. Ooh,
could you do that?
Peanut butter. Hang on, get this one.
You could do that. You could put some peanut butter around your banana, and then dip it in some chocolate, and then maybe sprinkle it with some salt. I'm thinking sea salt.
Sea salt. Oh, you're onto something there.
That's delicious.
So we're gonna have at our feast.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Bring that on. Yeah. So anyway, so I did the right thing. You know what I mean? And then I had to realize that quit having that bad thoughts in your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
That sounds good. I may need to go do that.
It's delicious. Your kids will love that. You can even slice it up like little slices, you know what I mean?
And put in toothpicks, and then they're having little.
Yeah. Your kids will love that.
You'll
be the MVP of the household. You'll be the,
I mean, I'm already the MVP of the household.
Yeah. So. But that was always the title I always wanted. I always wanted to be the MVP. I always, you know what I mean? When you bring those good meals and stuff, right? Yeah. Okay, National Camera Day. Boy, cameras have changed, haven't they?
Yeah, now with their handheld.
Oh, I know. You've got all kinds of cameras. Okay.
I used to, once upon a time, be kind of big in photography.
Yeah.
I was a fan.
Yeah.
I still actually have a 35mm camera at home.
I have a Polaroid. And then also, what's the, I have one that goes underwater.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet.
I remember, actually, I have a Nikon at home, and it was kind of expensive. The Pekin Lions Club actually bought it for me for a science fair project. It was,
how cool is that?
Yeah, it really was. I was doing a study on light pollution, which is actually hilarious, but I did. And then it had where I could do the stop, where I could do like star trails and things along those lines. So it was really cool. I kind of think sometimes I need to get it back out.
Yeah.
But I was on the yearbook at school, and so I was very big in photography, and that's kind of what started this. But I remember when we got our first digital camera, and that was no one knew how to use it. It was kind of a hot mess. But we had a digital camera, darn it. And we were hot stuff. And now people just have it on their phones.
Oh, everything.
Like my kids wouldn't even know what to do with 35mm now.
Yeah.
I might pull it out just to.
A lot of times, there's like one high schooler usually at the prom that brings those old. What's the throwaway ones
the disposable ones. Yeah.
And it's so funny. They're so cute. It happened this last year.
Yeah.
There's always that and it's like such a cool person that will bring one to the prom. Well, because I'll say, will you take our photo? And then they'll hand me that. And I'm like, and it's just so hilariously funny, because we've got cameras on our phone and,
Right. But there's nothing like, I'm sorry, even printing out, like sometimes I'll print out from my phone and it's just not the same quality. I mean, it's really not. Yeah. We had those on our table at our wedding.
Yeah.
And so we didn't develop them for probably, I don't know, they got thrown in a bag and then got forgotten about.
Happens all the time.
By the time this is the only bad thing about film cameras, by the time we developed them, out of 100 pictures, 3 were good.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this? Some kid got this. I don't need a picture of my floor. Yeah. But I'm a fan.
All right, this is also National Handshake Day.
I think a good handshake will take you far in life.
I love a good handshake, but during COVID we couldn't do that. So I'm still seeing people do fist bumps. A lot of
I think fist bumps were around before COVID. It just took off.
Yeah, I think definitely. Oh, definitely.
I saw a lot of the elbow tapping.
Yeah, right.
During COVID.
Oh yeah, but I think it's becoming more acceptable, the fist bump, more so. Like I'm seeing a lot of people in business just kind of fist bump, do that kind of stuff. I do love a good handshake. Oh, no, I'm going to stand on the handshake ground. You have to have a good handshake. I've taught my kids how to have handshakes. Yeah.
That is important. And when you do a handshake, you look your person in the eye.
Yeah, exactly.
And a good, nice firm. Don't crush their hand, but I hate
the wet fish. They call it the wet fish. Oh. Like the wet fish.
It's like, stop flipping your wrist, grab my hand, and shake it like a man.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Come on. Get a grip of that.
Serious. Shake it like a man.
Shake it like a man. I like that. All right, National Waffle Iron Day.
I do have a waffle iron.
Why does that not surprise me? Actually, I have a, it's like a Star Wars, like it's the Yoda.
That does not surprise me.
That you fill up with batter and you squash him and Yoda comes out.
Yeah.
You know,
I have the round one that actually flips.
Yeah. Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah. Ooh. So you need to come. I will make you a charcuterie board of waffles.
Ooh, I'd love that. So. But I'm a pancake girl.
What's improving and what's coming? Right? This is Network Indiana. I'm Sean Herrick. The air quality is supposed to get a little bit better across Indiana today.
We should start to mix out some of this smoke and haze by later this afternoon. Winds are going to switch directions, and that should help and improve some of that air quality.
Wish TV meteorologist Tara Hastings says portions of Indiana will also get a couple rounds of thunderstorms today, with the biggest threats being damaging winds and hail. Tornadoes also can't be ruled out. A state trooper was killed Wednesday night in Hendricks County. It was near the town of Plainfield where Trooper Aaron Smith was killed during a police chase along Ronald Reagan Parkway. Investigators say Smith was hit and killed by the suspect.
I mean, if I'm going to have hot chocolate, just give me chocolate chip cookies.
Police are not saying much else about that person. Smith is the second state trooper to be hit and killed by a suspect in a vehicle this year. And the statewide average for gas today, $3.40 a gallon, says Gas
So those
Buddy.
are the holidays to get out and enjoy. I want to say Orange County, for all of our Orange County listeners, severe thunderstorm warning.
Yes,
it's not a watch, it's a warning. Yeah.
So please be careful.
So it is severe thunderstorm warning, so not a watch.
Batten down the hatches.
And there's a difference between a warning and a watch. A watch's conditions are there, but a warning is
it's
going.
The potential.
Yes.
Oh wait,
no,
is it?
No, warning.
So a watch is you have the potential of it. A warning is
it's game on.
It's here.
Yeah.
Be
so that's
ready.
when you if it was So it's a thunderstorm warning.
Okay.
So going on strong. So we'll keep everyone posted on that. So for all of our Orange County, or if you're heading to Orange County or thinking about going to Orange County, be careful out there, okay?
Okay.
We'll keep people listed on that. All right, let's talk some shop here with you. And I was looking, and Autumn, did I see this right? And correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to truth or
dare. Nothing like putting me on the spot on a Thursday morning with only one cup of coffee.
I love putting you on the spot. You know that.
Okay.
But you are one that can handle it. Okay. Did interest rates go down? Did I read that, or why?
No.
Okay. No.
Okay, so
hold on. Let me see what hold on. What did I think I thought? Okay, hang on. Okay. Why is it saying that then?
Well, because people say a lot of things.
Okay, so that's fake news then. Right?
So here's the thing. Here's the deal. I did actually lock one, I think, at 6.875, so that is a little bit lower.
Okay, good.
But their credit was excellent, and that is part of it too. You have to have excellent, rates are holding steady. I will say that. We do, I jumped in and looked at rates because, we offer the Indiana Housing Grant, and I did see that actually has jumped up over 8% now for one of the programs. They have a couple different programs, so I had two that I registered real quick so I could lock in that 7.25. So that is part of it. They're not going down though. You're still right in that 7-8%.
Okay, so that's not okay. So,
but again, I'm going to say that's not bad. Those are not bad rates. We seriously probably should be sitting at that 6, 7, 8%.
Well, before Coffee Club, I was listening to Rick and Bubba, and they were talking about how it's so hard, how to drive, everything's driving. The prices are so how do you get back down? You know what I mean?
You have to. I mean,
they were saying that there's a tax on everythking, and it's
there is a tax on everything, and I don't even know why we have taxes on everything.
Yeah, and it's hard to just like we've talked about this all the time. Let's just use a restaurant. Okay, the food, and we know food has gone up. Mm-hmm. Well, then they have to somehow offset that, right?
Right, so they have to raise their prices.
And then also, of course, their employees now
want to make more
money, right? And so then they have to charge more, and then that's harder for families to pay that. I mean, you look at this cycle, and everything makes sense.
Well, and when you think about it, okay, think about your. I'm not the politician here. I'm not the.
No.
But if you think about it, okay, I work and I make money.
Right.
30% of my income goes to taxes. 25 to 30% goes to taxes. So my net income is 70% of my actual amount, which, by the way, is why I use such low ratios, because really, anyway. Well, then if I'm going to the store, then I'm paying a 7% sales tax for anything that I buy. So now my 70% income has now gone to 67% or 63% because I'm being taxed again. I don't even remember how much taxes are at the gas station. Like, your amount that you pay on the gas stations, that's not all just for your gas. A lot of that's taxes, and that's why gas went up, because they raised the taxes again.
Right.
Because we got to pay for that road that's being done. So
for the state.
For the state, yes. Yeah. And it is a state tax. Yeah. Like, the county does not do taxes on gasoline. So clarify that locally. That is a state tax.
They'll be calling today.
Yes, that is state. But it's like, we get taxed on so much. This is my personal opinion. And then you have property taxes. Yeah. Like, I pay on my property taxes every single year. I pay on my car taxes it's like, how many times do I have to pay taxes on my darn vehicle? Yeah. Every year. Yeah. And so you by the time you pay all of that stuff, and they keep jacking those up. Yeah. No, my gross income, really, I'm living off of, 35% of my gross income, because everything else is going to taxes.
Right.
And that's sad, and that's why people are having trouble the way they are.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
But that being said, that we do have programs out there to help you.
And that's such a blessing. We do. And that's what we always got to remind everybody of that. And please utilize that. I am so happy with our schools that offer, like, offer that. You know what I mean? That
the
lunch.
Free lunches and free bread. I know our elementary school did that. I just saw that our middle and high school now will be offering that this year.
Autumn, I just, because how can you do math on a hungry tummy? You know what I mean?
No, that's
how can you do math if you're starving?
Well, and even with parents' pocketbooks. I mean, if you think about it, it's like, okay, I have 3 kids in school.
Oh, absolutely.
I did have to, I was thankful. Now, my kids do still sometimes take their lunch and stuff, but I have 2 in elementary school. The amount of money I didn't have to spend to replenish their lunch account was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I was still sending in money for my one that's in middle school, and that's okay. I'm like, I will pay for your lunch. I don't care by any means. But it's like, that was huge.
It's such a blessing.
And I'm very thankful. And then, like, I saw the people, like, over COVID, you got those cards, those PEBT cards to help with food and things during COVID. Yeah. And I saw they just replenished that. There's $120 on those for, So it's like, there are things out there. There is help. Utilize it.
And that's what I hope. Please utilize it. It's there.
It's there.
And there's and it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, a hand up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is
right. And that's the thing, you didn't even have, like, that is not, I tell people, because I've had people say, I'm not using those cards. Well, you didn't have to qualify for them. It's not, don't be too proud to feed your kids.
Exactly. That's what it is. Exactly.
I mean, don't be too proud to feed, if
and
nothing
go get
else.
It. If it's available, go get it. You know what I mean?
I have 3, because I have 3 kids. Yeah. And so, like, that's what I would use to help. Like, okay, all my kids are in sports, so we're sending food and we're sending snacks, and
all the time.
It's like, hey, that's nice that I can use that for that. Like, here, I'll buy them food for the day. Like, it helps.
So that's what I just want to encourage everyone.
Yeah, it is. There are things out there.
What a blessing, and that's that's a positive, and please utilize that.
Yeah, and I did see that. I saw that now. All 3 schools this coming school year will have free breakfast and lunch.
I could cry because I'm so happy about that. Well, no, really, because food is something that I really feel so strong about, and to be able to do that, you know what I mean?
Well, and there are some kids, realistically, that is the only meal they eat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's all they get. So I'm so thankful that we have that and that is available.
And they're good food. It's good meals. It's good food. Yeah. I love school food. I do. I love when someone else cooks. You know what I mean? And a little tray. And give me a tray and give me.
And we have great people who work.
I agree. Oh, do we ever?
In the kitchen, so.
You talk about, yes, and they love the kids. So they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going back now to you, to this. Okay, so on May the 1st, at the direction of our President Biden, the Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, implemented a new rules that will increase mortgage payments for homeowners that were higher credit scores and redistribute those funds to individuals with low credit scores.
So I'm actually blatantly against this.
Okay, I wondered.
So yet again, we are punishing people who are taking care of their credit, have busted their butt to pay their bills.
To do that. We are
so now you're being
and what's coming.
And really, okay, so I say that to say this.
I'm Sean Herrick.
A lot
the air
of
quality
lenders,
is supposed to get a little bit better across Indiana
today. It's on
today.
their margin. It's on their end, so they're not making as much.
Smoke and haze
but yeah, in essence,
this afternoon,
and I saw this for a little bit, and there has been enough outrage, I believe, that has been turned over or is in the process of being turned over. But there was a short time that if you had a 620 credit score, I could get you a better rate than somebody with a 740, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Tornadoes also can't be ruled out.
Because yet again, we have a government who is trying to destroy our country.
It was near the town of Plainfield where Trooper Aaron Smith was
that
killed during a police chase.
Yes,
along
and you're
Ronald
responsible.
Parkway.
I'm punishing you because you're responsible and you pay your bills.
By the suspect. That suspect is alive, but police are not saying much else about that person. Smith is the second state trooper to be hit and killed by a suspect in a vehicle this year. And the statewide average for gas today is $3.40 a gallon, says Gas Buddy. This is never Indiana.
Yes, your car. You get your credit.
Jason Petmeyer had said that. Yes, it was
your insurance, your utilities. You get a soft pull when you go. Your credit score in history is what determines what deposit that you put down when you go to open utilities. You know, it's like, okay, so you want a good credit score, and the thought behind that is the higher the credit score, the lower the interest rate, because I know I'm going to get my money.
Yeah.
You're responsible.
It makes sense, but I never knew that all of that was connected.
Oh yes, your credit score, and that's the thing too with credit score. There's over 600 credit calculations. And we have people that call. Actually, we had a call last week. The guy was like, "Hey, on my Credit Karma, I have a 720 or what? I don't know the exact number, but somebody pulled my credit, and they're pulling like a 690, and I think they're lying." And it's like, well, no, they're not lying, because we're not going to lie about credit scores. We want your score as high as we can get.
Yeah, I don't think there's
we want your score high. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to lower somebody's credit score. No. It makes my job harder. Why would I do that? But, so there are over 600 calculations for credit, because you have credit for car loans, credit for utilities, credit for insurance, credit for credit cards, credit for all of these things. But when I pull a mortgage score, there are only 6 calculations. Like, out of all those 600, credit for mortgages, we only use, 1 of 6, or, 3 bureaus, so 3 of 6. A lot of times that's why you see that fluctuation. You've heard people be like, oh, well, my Vantage score, oh, my TransUnion score, oh, my, and you have all of these different scores, and they're going to all fluctuate just a little bit. And usually I'm a big fan of people using like Credit Karma. Please use Credit Karma. Please monitor your credit. Please use,
But a lot of people get nervous because once you tap in, does that not lower it?
No, not if you pull your own, it doesn't. Okay. So like your Chase,
So if the utility is pulling mine, is that going to hurt me?
Usually they do like a soft pull, so it's not a hard pull. It doesn't hurt your score as much. And the thought behind that,
there better be no hard pulling going on. You can let's not get that confused with a hard handshake, okay?
Right. So here's the thing on that. So Credit Karma, in my experience, not every time, but 98% of the time, your Credit Karma score will be 13 to 20 points higher than what I actually pull.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
Now, there's been a couple times I've actually pulled higher than Credit Karma. So, like I said, about 98%, I'm 13 to 20 points lower than what you're seeing there.
Okay.
Your Chase account, like I have a Chase card. Well, Chase gives me a credit journey, so it gives me my credit card, or my credit score, supposedly. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I mean, it's fairly accurate, I think, because, it's not going to be the same that I pull if I'm pulling a mortgage, but it should be fairly accurate. So a hard pull will knock your score down 5 to 13 points, 5 to 20 points. So if you go out, the thought behind that is you have a 45-day window that you should be able to have your credit pulled from the same industry. Okay, so this is not go apply for a credit card, go get a car loan, go get a mortgage. Those are 3 different industries you're going to get hit each time. But if you come to me and I pull your credit and I see you have 3 other pulls from mortgage lenders or banks, they want you to shop around, they encourage that. Usually my score is very close to what those others pull because we're all the same industry, and the thought is you should not be penalized for shopping around.
Right.
Now, I have seen a difference of anywhere from 1 to 10, 10 credit points. 10 points sometimes can make or break a deal, especially, but only if your credit's low. Like if a bank pulls your score at a 620 and I get it and I'm the 8th person and I pull it at a 602, I can still do the loan, but it's going to be a little bit harder because now you're under that 620 mark. So it does make a difference. It always is a gamble. I mean, that's the thing.
Well, I think that this is a lot of stuff that, like, maybe not everybody knows, and maybe a lot of people don't really want to know all of this. I mean, but that's where they come to the professional, to you, come and talk to you and find out.
And a lot of times we'll come in and say, hey, if you're not exactly ready yet or you don't even know where you're at, we can do one of 2 things. Pull up your Credit Karma and we'll work with you off of that. Yeah. Or we can pull your credit and see what we need to do.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Good.
There are options.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And options, we all like to know our options. And again, accountability, going back, finding out your own, and being, knowing your own finances and knowing what's happening, and checking on it too, and making sure that all's good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm a big fan. Please monitor your credit. You get a free credit report every year. You can go to annualcreditreport.com. You get a copy of your free credit bureau, full bureau, all 3 bureaus. You won't have your scores. Like, you got to pay for your scores. But you can have your credit bureau and see what's on there. And I encourage everybody, once a year, you should be pulling that report to make sure it is accurate. Right. I mean, that's your responsibility. That's due diligence.
Ooh. Responsibility.
Do that. So
that's your responsibility.
You know who else is
Tommy Pickles?
I know. That was said by him.
Do you even know that Rugrats?
I did actually watch Rugrats as a kid. It annoyed me though. It was not my favorite.
Tommy Pickles.
That Angelica, she was just mean.
Oh, yeah, that's your early Karens.
Yeah,
I know you were going to say that. Yeah,
that's true though.
Yeah, I know. All right.
But you know who's not our early Karens? That's our coffee club sponsors: Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Po' Boys Barbecue, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, and Dr. Mindy Gunn.
All right, everyone stay safe, and we'll keep you informed with all the weather conditions in our listening area. Autumn, best day ever.
Hey, have a great Thursday.
Bring a friend, free tickets, discounts, and more. Visit beachbend.com.
Po' Boys Barbecue. It ain't barbecue if there ain't no smoke. New owner Bill and his family welcome you to try the St. Louis style ribs, meat by the pound, or try a variety of dinners with 2 sides. Looking for something lighter? Try sandwiches with pulled pork or chicken, brisket, hand-pounded tenderloin, or the half-pound Angus burger, or ask for the old 38, a sandwich with half brisket and half pulled pork. There are chicken strips, grilled cheese, and a quarter-pound burger for the kids, and smoked chicken wings, haystack onion rings, and french fries. And you'll love their #1 bestseller, the Pig Pin, which includes a heap of steak fries covered in pulled pork and cheese sauce. Doors open Tuesday through Saturday at 10:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Sunday. If you're in a hurry, call ahead at 812-570-0020. And they'll have it ready for carry-out or dine-in. Head over to Po' Boys Barbecue for some of the best barbecue you'll ever eat.
Hey y'all, this is Bill for Po' Boy Barbecue. Just remember, we only smoke the good stuff.
You may have heard the kids chanting about favorite freebies at Holiday World and Splash and Safari.
Free soft drinks! Free parking! Free sunscreen!
But But there are plenty of favorite firsts and onlys to shout about too, like soaring on America's only launched wing coaster, Thunderbird! The world's longest water coaster. In fact, we're the water coaster capital of the world! For summer fun worth shouting about, find your family's favorites with tickets at holidayworld.com.
Beach Bend Park, that's where my summer happens.
It's where my family's come for generations for great times.
It's where amusement rides and water park slides are just my size.
It's where my friends and I have a blast on the big thrill rides. It's where we can do all the attractions and not spend time in long lines.
Beach Bend Park has something for everyone. From classic amusement attractions the whole family can enjoy, like the famous Kentucky Rumbler roller coaster, children's and kiddie rides, and fast heart-pounding sky-reaching thrill rides. Cool off with Splash Lagoon Water Park and relax in the lazy river. Ride the waves and take the plunge on slides from mild to wild. Come to Beach Bend Park to create more memories, including fireworks back for Friday Night Lights in July. For daily specials, birthday parties, and hours, visit beachbend.com.
My summer happens at Beach Bend Park.
Beach Bend Park. For the whole family. Beach Bend Park.
Coming out to the Salem Speedway this coming weekend, July 1st and 2nd, for the John Jones Auto Group Firecracker 200 Weekend, presented by Washington County Tourism. 2 full days of racing action on the historic high banks of the Salem Speedway. On Saturday, see the Mike's Muffler and Brake Crown Big Track Series at a special 100-lap feature, plus 25 lap features for the on-site plumbing, heating, and air Crown Vic Short Track Series, Modified Figure 8, and the Salem Supercars. On Saturday, spectator gates open at 2 p.m. Racing begins at 7. On Sunday, see the Diesel Wheel.
Warning, this program may be found offensive by pencil-pushing, bean-counting, research-loving program directors and radio consultant gurus. Welcome to the Rick and Bubba Experience.
And here we go. It is 6 minutes past the hour. Thank you for being with us today. Programming, no, Bubba and I out today. Looking at the chaos in Atlanta, I may even be out next hour.
Rick, you need to leave right now.
I'm out. I'll talk to y'all later. But anyway, so best of show tomorrow. Nope. Then a replay on the 4th. All the other days are best of shows hosted by either Speedy, Greg, or Helms. They'll get some time off too. Adler gets some time off. YouTube will be all archives for that time, as is the norm. Yesterday's Wednesday Bible study is available. That'll be the last new one until we get back. There will not be a Bible study on July the 5th. Good time to go through all the archives. And there will be no new Rick and Bubba University, the podcast, this weekend. You can also go and catch all the archives, maybe some you missed. Welcome back. There's Bill Bubba Bus.
Rick, glad to be here. Thank all of you for joining us, and we hope that you have a safe and happy 4th of July week next week.
Absolutely. To the phones we go. We had some people standing by. We only took one phone call last segment because somebody needed our advice on relationships. You know?
I felt a little bit like Frazier then for a minute.
I did. There was a Frazier moment there. No question about that. Anonymous caller out of Birmingham. Anonymous, 1047 WZZK. Go ahead.
All right, guys. I'm having to go with Anonymous. I'm trying to lower my voice, make it sound a little different, because my wife finds out I'm telling y'all this, she's going to kill me. But a funny thing, Sunday, she started having some back pain, and it got worse and worse through to yesterday morning. It was real bad, and she actually passed out, which she does. Well, she does that from time to time. But anyways, between the passing out and the back pain, I left work and I said, let's go. We're going to the doctor. So we took her to the doctor to get it diagnosed, and he did all the stuff, x-rays, all that stuff. And he comes in after he gets all the results, and he says, man, everything looks good. The blood work's good. Urine, no infections. Your spine is looking good. And then he got real quiet. He said, but when's the last time you had a bowel movement?
Oh.
And my wife looks at me. She gives me the glance, and he says, I mean, you got a lot of stool. And when he said the word stool, she looked at me. She could see the corners of my mouth start to kind of go up a little bit, and kind of like a 5-year-old when he hears the word stool. It just kind of does something. And so he said it about 3 times. It's a lot.
Oh, wow, wow.
Yeah.
And I couldn't say it. If I'd have been in the other room and my wife was somewhere else and he was telling me, I would have said it. But with her in the room, I couldn't say it. I said, but I was thinking it, and I so bad wanted to say it. So what you're telling me, doctor, that my wife's problem is she's full of crap. I mean, that's what my wife's problem.
Oh, yeah, you better be glad you didn't say that. That voice sounded familiar to me.
He did to me, too.
Yeah. Do you think it was who we think it is? Uh-huh. You think you know it was? If I could recognize it, he's in a lot of trouble.
Did you?
He's in a lot of trouble.
Is that who you thinking it was? What I told you?
Yeah.
Well, how'd the story end?
Yeah. Well, no, Greg, the story's about to end.
Yeah.
Really, he thought it ended. Now he's created a problem.
Yeah, she can right. Well, okay. She knows what she went through. She knows exactly who it is.
Yep. JC, welcome to Rick and Bubba. Go ahead.
Keep that down.
Good morning, Biggest.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Rick, I want to give you a little heads up as a seasoned international traveler.
Yeah.
When you use American Express, they have a concierge desk. You call them, tell them what you just talked about, all the issues you've had, and they take care of it from there.
Well, that's what my wife told me. But when you get the alert from Delta and they say call us, but Sherry said the same thing. She goes, I will call American Express. You're getting played in the airline system. That you just tell them the problem and say we got to get him to this point on this day, and they get it done.
I've never used American Express to do that, but it must be pretty cool.
It is. I've used them before for different things. We really like our American Express deal. I mean, it really serves a lot of purposes on a lot of things. Like even like hotels. Hey, can you find me a place to stay that one of y'all that you approve? And I've never been there before. They'll knock it out.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. We continue.
I don't know how to use it.
Well, there's a number on the back.
Just call it number.
And they'll say, you know what they'll say? Why you calling? Say travel. And also the travel person comes and say, hey, Bus, what's up?
Hey. You've been a member, yeah.
I did find out though, if your wife books it though, American Express needs to talk to
her. Yeah, that's a problem.
We continue. Let's go to Cody in Alabama.
Cody.
Hey, Cody, go ahead.
Green Acres, guys.
Thank you for the go. Go ahead.
So I'm a truck driver. Apologize if my signal isn't the best. But when I was getting ready for work this morning, I just happened to see a video that blew my mind. The Sparkle Creed.
Oh, I saw that.
If you haven't heard of
it, you don't want to see it. It's blasphemy to the highest level.
Oh, it is.
It's horrible.
I just
horrible.
Horrible.
What are you talking about?
Well,
I mean,
it is a church that takes God and begins to call him things he's not. We always talk about the life truth, and we talked about it in the Bible study yesterday.
I see what you're saying.
I've been guilty of it. When I was a big man upstairs guy, where you try to make God into something that you're more comfortable with. He needs to dumb himself down for you. Not he transforms you in something he's more comfortable with. You want him to drop his holiness and drop his perfection so he can be a little more relatable to you, as opposed to I repent, make me more relatable to you. And they are calling God non-binary and fluid and all these things. It's blasphemy. I mean, to the highest level. To the highest level. Heather in Alabama. Heather, go ahead.
Hi, Rick and Bubba.
Hey, Heather. Thank you for the call. Go right ahead.
Hey, I have two questions for you. I moved away from Andalusia 14 years ago and then moved back. So I missed whatever happened to Tyler, the cyclist, and Chance, that guy that you would call and pick on every once in a while. Whatever happened to those two guys?
Chance, he showed us the hand and kind of stiff-armed us. He didn't really want to continue a relationship. And then Tyler, the angry cyclist, I think may have been hit by a car. I don't remember.
He actually bought a car. He actually ran into a pine tree, and we hadn't heard it.
I don't know what happened to him.
Centered it up.
Yeah, the Chance thing was odd. We tried to go into Chance world. I think
that thing ended weird.
It did end weird.
Do y'all remember when I went to the Final Four with Tyler, the angry cyclist?
I do. Forgot about it.
That was interesting.
You riding on his handlebars were a sight.
That's a long way.
I could be wrong, but I think he's a fireman now.
Yeah.
The last time I heard, bumped into him.
Christy, go right ahead.
Pretty funny.
Alabama.
Hey,
He's had a few.
I may have missed
I was just wondering where everybody else was going on vacation.
Bubs, what's your plans?
Well, I'll probably just hang around here for a while.
Oh, I love a staycation. The last probably 4 vacations I've had have been staycations, and I love them.
I'm just gonna hang out and do a few things. I don't know. I might ride over to East Boga one day. I don't know.
Watch out. Well, you must have travel buddies.
You call American Express. Get that.
Yeah. Adler, have you got any plans?
I am driving to Asheville, North Carolina in the van.
Yeah, baby.
Killer van. Taking the family to my grandma has not met Ezra yet.
Oh, cool.
So we're gonna go stay at grandma's house for a couple nights.
That's cool.
I might sleep in the van.
And the guys, I know their days are staggered. When they're not doing a best of show, they get days off. Have you got any put together to do anything? Or y'all just days off? Greg, all you're doing is glad you don't have to
I may make it to Gadsden a couple days, maybe fish, put the boat in, play around a little bit. But outside of that, it's going to be staycation.
Amanda's got a few things she needs me to knock out at the house.
Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. She does. Staycations don't include the Atlanta airport.
They don't. No, thinking about your day to day.
They're so much fun.
As far from that as
They're
you
so much fun.
Just saying.
You know what you do on a staycation? Whatever you feel like today.
Sorry about it.
Just take it a day at a time. You don't even know what day it is. Besides that, I'm going to sleep in my own bed besides the time that I'm at grandma's house.
Oh, really?
Sit on my own couch, that kind of stuff.
Out
sorry, Rick. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. No, it's fine. I mean, the hotels I'm going to will be quite nice. I just may never see them.
Sure.
And then when I get there, I'm not sure I'll ever be back. That's my biggest concern. Getting there and then never coming back. Both of those are concerns.
It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll do well in France long term. Short term, I think I'm okay. The food is delicious. The views are beautiful.
You get out in the country, you'll be all right.
And that's where I am. I'm not going to Paris, but I'm kind of thankful for that.
I know we have challenges set up like games. I can't wait to see the final score by the end of the day for you.
Well, I'm down. I'm down 21 points.
You are.
Yeah.
They jumped on you hard.
We didn't look ready to play.
Rick and Bubba.
Whether you're hosting the crew or just looking to bring a little summer to your table, HelloFresh has just what you need, from seasonal recipes to crowd-pleasing eats like a bratwurst bar and s'mores bundle for the kids. HelloFresh makes summer entertaining a cinch. Relax and enjoy summer with America's #1 meal kit. Join today and get 16 free meals plus free shipping with the code BUBBA at HelloFresh.com/Bubba. That's the code BUBBA at HelloFresh.com/Bubba, or find a link at RickandBubba.com under the sponsors button. The folks at MyPillow have launched MyPillow 2.0. This new innovative MyPillow has a brand new temperature regulating technology to keep you comfortable throughout the night. Now, core body temperature plays a big role in how you sleep, and this new fabric technology helps regulate your body temp by creating a lower surface temperature for a more restful sleep. Available in 4 loft levels with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Head to MyPillow.com/Bubba to buy one, get one free on the new MyPillow 2.0.
I can't wait.
The Indianapolis Colts' Isaiah Rodgers is suspected to face a year-long suspension for violating the NFL's gambling policy. Rodgers released a statement taking full responsibility for his actions, also stating, "The last thing I ever wanted to do was to be a distraction to the Colts organization, my coaches, and my teammates." For ESPN's Adam Schefter, the NFL is expected to issue multiple player suspensions in the coming days for violating the NFL gambling policy. The Detroit Lions' Jamison Williams and Stanley Berryhill are anticipated to be suspended 6 games for gambling on other sports while at work. The Colts await the NFL's official ruling, as it is likely they will be without number 34 on Sundays this year. 27 up and 27 down for Domingo Germán, who pitches the 24th perfect game in ALNL history. It's the first perfect game since 2012 and the 4th perfect game in Yankee history. Germán's perfect game kept a comfortable 11-run lead ahead of the Oakland A's last night to secure the victory for the Yankees. The Indiana Fever are in Phoenix, Arizona to complete its 4-game road trip tonight against the Phoenix Mercury. Here's the Indiana Fever's head coach Christy Sides after the back-to-back losses to the Las Vegas Aces.
I'm trying to use this as momentum. We go into there and we play like we did tonight. We can walk away with a win from, we hope that they came to our place and they beat us at home. So we've got to go there with the same mindset that we had tonight.
The Mercury currently have been starved of a win since they beat the Fever back on June 11th, riding a 6-game losing streak. As the Indiana Fever go into tonight tonight's game, riding a 1-2 record on the 4-game road trip. It's the Fever and Mercury as they face off in the Footprint Center tonight at 10 p.m. The Cincinnati Reds defeated the Baltimore Orioles in a 10-inning game last night, winning 11-7. With the win, the Reds win the series 2-1 in Baltimore as they'll return home tomorrow to take on the San Diego Padres. First pitch is at 5:10 p.m. For Network Indiana Sports, I'm Parker Webster.
Credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know?
Too hard. Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope, and they're fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make it fun and engaging, so you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life. You can choose from topics like travel, business, relationships, and more. You'll learn what matters most to you. Plus, Babbel's lessons are designed to get you speaking right away. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations.
Just 3 weeks? Even better.
Since Babbel's lessons are designed by language experts and voiced by real native speakers, you'll get the accents just right and be able to carry on conversations with confidence.
Learning a language with Babbel doesn't take long.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard.
It's perfect.
And now, try Babbel free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Attention, all you coffee drinkers. There's a brand new brew that you definitely want to make part of your daily ritual. If you enjoy delicious, good coffee like us, My Coffee needs to be your new drink. It's organic, which is so important because if not, then it contains chemicals banned in this country decades ago. You've heard us talk about My Pillow for years on this show, and now they've got My Coffee direct from the MyStore.com website. Go to MyStore.com, enter the code BUBBA to save 25% off your order of My Coffee. Or find a link at rickandbubba.com. Our friends at Field of Greens just got one of the best testimonials. Listen to this. I've been taking Field of Greens, and this is my second time my doctor has danced into the room praising my blood results. Credit where credit's due. Thank you, Field of Greens. Field of Greens can't promise your doc will dance into the room, but they can promise your doctor will notice your improved health or your money back. Let's get you started with 15% off. Go to fieldofgreens.com, use the promo code BUBBA for 15% off, or go to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors.
Rick and Bubba's in Ohio!
Rick and Bubba.
Pass the gravy, please.
Rick and Bubba.
We're back, 866, thank you, buddy. 866 We Be Big is the number, so we've kind of assessed the situation on the travel. I do think there's a chance with it being an international trip, and Atlanta has their own international terminal, that some of this chaos, since it's 4th of July related, is more domestic. If I can get over there away from all that at the international terminal, it may not be as bad, since the rest of the world's not celebrating the 4th of July. But people may be going to parts of the world because they're off for the 4th of July, so like me. So we'll see. And by the way, I do got that, doesn't even text me, Roger that on American Express. I want to explain that situation. The reason why I called Delta, which was a complete waste of my time that I'll never get back, the reason why I called Delta is because Sherry booked everything. And I didn't know if she was awake, asleep. So Delta said, call them. This is the number to call, and they'll be right with you in about an hour and a half.
Yeah,
because we know you're in duress. And you're not sure whether to put the suitcase in your truck or not.
And your call is important.
But anyway, yes, it's true. If you use American Express Travel, just call them and say, here's my problem. Can y'all work it out? And they will. And that's what eventually happened. But they could only talk to Sherry because I didn't book it. So they were like, well, yeah, we'll do that, but we got to talk to your wife. She's the one that booked all this. We can't even pull up your trip. And so,
well, now what you should have done is went to American Express.
You're right. Well, yeah, I know that, but the fact that I was in the middle of the night and Sherry was in the wee hours of the morning, I didn't know whether Sherry could get involved in this.
I just got an email.
But when she woke up, she got involved, and she got a handle.
And you'll never get that 2 hours back.
No. It was a terrible 2 hours too. You ever heard the same songs over and over again?
They get in your head, don't they?
And then the one that gets you the most is what Bubba talks about, and we've said it for years, is the reoccurring recorder that's telling you how important you are as you slowly die.
Yeah, and the first 2 times it fakes you off, you think they're picking up.
Yes.
Yeah.
What Delta customer
you'll hear
service?
It click and
you think, oh yeah.
Can I tell you what customer service does to you now? This is what it feels like. They cut you, and you didn't realize they hit something important, and you slowly bleed to death.
Yeah.
That's what it feels
weaker.
Like. Yeah, you're like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm dying.
Other than being hung by your ankle.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
One time I did the thing that I thought I would never do because I told myself how stupid that is. I screamed at the recorder. Are you waiting to hear about our
course
COVID? No!
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and
I've been screaming
COVID. Talking about COVID. By the way, hilarious. Somebody sent it to me. I'll try to get it to Adler. Did y'all see Dana Carvey?
Yes.
And
Fauci.
Yeah. And what's the other guy? The played the mullet thing. David Spade.
I got it here if you want it.
Listen to this. It's short. It is hilarious. Listen to them hacking on Fauci. It is. First of all, they started by saying they miss COVID.
I miss COVID. I know. Dude, you know when I knew there was trouble when anyone that came to our country didn't have to get a vaccine, and I go, if you're telling me I can't go to work, but everyone coming in doesn't have to get one, I go,
well, once we found out when Fauci said, okay, I'm sorry, if you've had 2 boosters and 2 vaccines, you can get and give COVID to another guy who's had 5 vaccines and 4 boosters. What's the difference between a vaccine and a booster? I don't know, it's just more vaccine, but booster sounds better. Anyway, a guy with 25 vaccines would get and give COVID to another guy with 25 vaccines. That's why I'm introducing the daily COVID shot. Every day you get a shot. By the time you get to your car, you got no immunity. But it's a beautiful 39 seconds.
Pretty good.
That's fantastic. A beautiful 39 seconds of immunity.
Wow, they're beginning to look alike.
Yeah, they are.
If they both had sunglasses on, you couldn't tell them
That's
apart.
how
I agreed to that hairdo.
That's how absurd this is. And I don't know I don't know if it's a government thing. Why are some of y'all out there clinging to this COVID thing still? I mean, as if we want some information on it, or don't come in here without mask, but nobody in there has a mask on, and there's a big sign there that everybody just disregards it. It's a weird thing.
That's a great point, by the way. The vaccine and the booster is the same thing. Just it's more vaccine.
But it sounds better.
They're not different, but it sounds better. So they called it something different to make it seem better. But it was just the same thing. Same.
Well,
39 of them. It was the same.
You know, it was one of those things, because they got so condescending, and they were so looking down their nose that people wouldn't take the vaccine, that we were the...
And they were pushing it so hard.
We were just so wicked and evil and uncaring and all this. And then all of a sudden, this little thing, they promised this vaccine utopia. They promised it all fell apart. And then all of a sudden, people are like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I took this, and it didn't help me at all.
Yeah.
Sure, it's helping you. Of course it's helping you.
Several politicians said it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to
narrow both sides of the aisle,
to one person.
No.
But the ones that were saying this is the pandemic of the unvaccinated.
What a bunch of fools.
I hope that they lose sleep at night because they said that.
I wish that
people
people
was
lost their
absolutely
jobs.
wrong.
Yep.
Not even close to being right.
So very wrong. And the things that and they never come back and go, I missed that.
never clear that
all
up.
of you wicked, uncaring. I even had somebody tell my wife.
That was probably the dumbest thing some people have ever said in public.
I'm still waiting on an apology. We actually had some people that we know tell Sherry and me that we didn't love people because we wouldn't get the vaccine. Well, I do it because I love people. Are you suggesting we don't love people? Well, if you loved people, you would take it.
How's them blood clots sharing the love?
Yeah. Talk to me about how's the tiny blood clots in all your arteries? How's that working?
Yeah,
I'm clear over here. So
my chest hurts.
Right. But it was all foolish, and that's the problem. It was okay just to tap the brakes and say, all right, let's try some stuff and see if it works. But no. Now everybody has to get in the mob, and everybody gets their talking points, and everybody has to. I'm in my mob, so I have to scream this. And over on the not vaccine side, then you form a mob over there. And those of you that are getting vaccinated are crazy, and we're the ones that are smart. Why don't we just say, why don't we see? Let everybody,
let it play out.
Let's let it play out if it looks like it's working, and if it's
make
not,
decisions based on you and your doctor and what you're dealing with.
Because
everybody's was a little bit different.
Of course, then your doctor started getting the talking points. That didn't help.
Sure.
Wait a minute, you just told me not to worry about getting the vaccine. Now you're all about it. Yep, sure am.
That was yesterday.
When did that change? No, you need to get it now. You just told me my natural immunity was as good, if not better. You just told me that about 72 hours ago. Yeah, but I changed my mind.
Yeah, thank you, Rick, for bringing that up.
If you have natural immunity and a vaccine, then you'll really be a walking immunity dog. And it was all just guessing and
the one thing that was not guessing, that what we should have relied on was the way we treat all viruses.
But everybody was in arms. Everybody was up. You had people dying, and people wanted something done. So they started doing crazy things that didn't make sense.
Well, and that's that shoot, ready, aim. I got to calm the mob.
Yep.
But even the people that were dying, and we had loved ones who did. As you just said, throughout time, we quarantined the sick, not the healthy. Why didn't we just simply do that? I'm not saying don't look after those that are susceptible to anything.
And Rick, look at who was most susceptible to it, which is a hard word for me to say.
It is. That's
we
knew
what you meant.
When it comes out, it sounds so good.
Right. When it's when it's a breathing problem like that, the elderly and those with suppressed immune system should be the ones that you really take care of, not kids. Kids didn't struggle with this.
And even even what about the politicians that took
still today